earlier this week, hospital officials from Beaumont Dearborn met with FEMA, putting in their request for help on Monday. And on Tuesday, the very next day, they learned that request was granted. That means next week, reinforcements will be here. Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn is in the midst of a terrible combination, an influx of COVID patients and not enough staff to handle them. So when the opportunity came to request help from FEMA, they took it. Starting next week, 22 employees from all over the country will clock in at the hospital.
The makeup of them should be a large number of nurses, some respiratory therapists, and a couple physicians.
And while any help is appreciated, admittedly, 22 is not nearly enough.
If we had probably somewhere between 200 and 300 just at Dearborn alone, that would make us feel a lot better. And probably for the entire health system, 1,000 nurses would be fantastic.
The state of Michigan was given this opportunity from FEMA because we are currently the state seeing the biggest increase in new COVID cases. Health officials link it to two factors. Kids are back to in-person learning,
bringing potentially COVID and COVID variants home to their family members who are potentially unvaccinated,
coupled with a drastic temperature drop.
We've seen about a 200% increase in the number of COVID patients in the hospitals at Beaumont from September till now. And we believe that's driven by the weather and people being driven inside.
And if you add in the lack of workers due to early retirement and other factors, that's when this combination really gets dangerous.
We have just some challenges with our teams being incredibly burned out and exhausted and tired. They're a little bit frustrated. And so trying to work through that with them, this help just kind of signifies that they're not alone. People are noticing it.
And Dearborn is not alone in terms of where the help is going. Another hospital in Michigan, Grand Rapids, will also get 22 employees coming their way beginning next week. We're told they'll be staying for a total of 4 weeks. Reporting live tonight, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
So, Dave, what happens at the end of this 4-week period?
Yeah, the hope is that they're going to be able to get through this latest surge and they won't need them, but that might not be the case. So they could put in another request for help, but there's no guarantees that help is coming. So we all need to do our part, according to the hospital officials. That means getting a vaccine and wearing a mask if we can.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Dave, for that live report.